Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a new deck that revolves around Red Dragon Archfiend. Now, it's kind of a meme. We all know Red Dragon Archfiend isn't the strongest boss monster in the world, but we actually got a new one on top of that with Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. So, he takes a tuner and one non-tuner Dark Dragon type Synchro monster. So that's very specific. They might have has just wrote Red Dragon Archfiend, but there's Dark End Dragon and things like that. So you could use that. You really don't want to. We really could in this deck with add one, but I'd rather go with the Red Dragon Archfiend synergy, so we stick with that. But what that synergy is when this boy contribute a monster and then special summon your Red Dragon Archfiends from the graveyard, so that works out pretty well. But it's hard to get that, because to get this boy even on the field is a big task. So to get him on the field and still have a monster on the field to fuel his effect normally isn't going to happen too often. But you can do it on follow-up turns and start swarming the field, so that works out pretty well. So how do we even summon this boy? We got a few new cards of support, and we're using some old faithful resonators, so let's get into how we do it. Old Resonator we used before, Red Resonator. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 4 or lower monster from your hand. So generally, we're not going to be using that to special summon our actual level 4s. What you really want is another level 2 tuner, and then you can special summon them with that, and chain it with this boy, a new Red Warg. When you normal summon a Resonator monster, so that would be him, you can special summon this card from your hand, but its attack is half, which is perfectly fine by us, because we're using him as Synchro material. So you normal summon this boy, that triggers his effect to special summon another level 2 tuner. Then you can chain this guy to that normal summon to special summon, so that 6 plus 2 is 8, plus the other 2 you have left on the field. You go into a Red Dragon Archfiend, plus that 2, that's your Hot Red Dragon, right on the field with just a 3-card combo, guys. It works out really well. Force Resonator, we're not really using him for his effect. You can send a face-up, or you send this card to the graveyard and target a card. That card can't be targeted by monster effects or other cards, so it works out. You don't really use that one too often. He's better as a level 2 tuner. And another new card we got that's a little combo of his own is Red Sprinter. When this card is normal summon or special summon while you control no monsters, you can special summon one level 3 or lower fiend type monster from your graveyard. You can only use his effect once per turn. So you can normal summon this boy, special summon a level 2 Resonator. That goes straight into a Red Rising Dragon. If you've never seen me use Red Rising Dragon before, he's like a bridge synchro. When this card is synchro summoned, you target a Resonator, special summon him. So you would special summon a level 2 Resonator. Let's say it's our Red Resonator. When he's special summoned, he can target a monster on the field, gain that many life points, so that's great. You synchro into your Red Rising, special summon your Red Resonator. Red Resonator helps you gain some life points, and then you synchro right into your Red Dragon Archfiend. Works out really well. Red Resonator's target and gain life points also work well with your Archfiend Bane, because if he does damage to your opponent, you get a special summon tuner from your deck and a tuner from your graveyard that are the same level. So when you special summon this boy, he will target and gain life points regardless of how you special summon him, even if you special summon with his own effect. So it works out really well. Here we tossed in Winda, all because of Red Resonator. He'll special summon a level 4, so I wanted just one of the strongest level 4 monsters in the game, and that's Winda. She really adds a lot to your deck. With these Ritual Beasts, we only had to sacrifice 2 extra deck slots, and the best part of the Ritual Beasts is they're level 6, so that still works out with our synchroing. Very great stuff, guys. On top of that, we've added 2 Hatred Nades for obvious reasons, and then we have Resonant Destruction, guys. Each time a Resonator monster is sent to the graveyard as a Synchro material, target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. This card gets destroyed during your second end phase, which usually is perfectly fine because you're just making aggressive Synchro plays with it. So it's obviously a meme deck, guys. It's not the strongest monster. Red Dragon Archfiend isn't the strongest monster, so it's whatever. But it's consistent, it's fun. If you like that monster, go ahead and try it out, guys. It's pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Okay, here we are facing Esperoba. Going second. That's ideal, of course. He's just using a simple life point boost. We got a Red Resonator, we got a Warg, and we got a Force Resonator, guys. That's the Wombo combo. All you gotta do is bring them out. You're about to see. We're fighting Melodious. So yeah, not the best deck, but he does have plays. That boy could get up to 3,000 by banishing monsters from its graveyard. So here we go. You normal summon the red resonator. That triggers his effect. You can also trigger the red warg. There's the red warg, and there's the force resonator. So now we go 2 plus 6 is 8. Red Dragon Archfiend. Get to enjoy the cutscene. That's the whole point we're doing meme decks, is for these cutscenes. Bring out these rare anime monsters. That's how it goes, guys. One of the older cutscenes. Red Dragon Archfiend, and we still have more, guys, with that Force Resonator still on the field. Or no, so we left the Red Resonator. Now we get the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. No cutscene for this boy, but he's more than big enough to handle our Melodious, even with her effects of banishing all our monsters. Only 3k, 5k over. We get a normal summon a monster. Next turn, that brings out Red Dragon Archfiends, even though they're banished, so we actually wouldn't bring out the Red Dragon Archfiends. But great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are versus a Crow Hogan. Let me just adjust this extra deck a bit while we do this. Okay, here we go. So we're going first. This deck's first turn plays are nothing impressive. We're just going to set the Force Resonator, because this boy can bring him out from the graveyard, so it works out pretty well. Here, our opponent banishes a Squire Saga to search a Spirit Master, or who knows what he did. He has a Spirit Master in the graveyard too. 2 back rows set. So this Hatred Nade is going to be not friendly to him, let's say. Then we normal summon our Red Resonator. He's going to special summon our level 4, and we can chain our Red Warg to bring out our level 6. So we're really popping off on this guy. And with this, we can go with the Red Rising Dragon with the level 4 monster and the level 2 tuner. That's going to give us our Red Rising Dragon, as I said. He will special summon our Red Resonator right back. Red Resonator is going to gain some life points for us. 2100. Now we get to Synchro the 6 and the 2 into an 8. Keeping the Red Rising Dragon. Getting a cutscene for our Red Dragon Archfiend, as you guys can see. And we're about to hit him for lethal because we have this skill. What is it? King's Might? King something. King of the Archfiends. So that'll gain 800 points for that boy. 2300 plus 2100. Hit him for lethal thanks to the skill. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Arcana. Going second this time. This deck obviously has better second turn plays. Your first turn plays are either summon your monster or set your monster, so it's really whatever. Our opponent's using a trick up the sleeve. We have a Warg. We have a Resonate Destruction. Our opponent's getting his Navigation. And he has a Magician's Rod, so that's his full combo. He searches Dark Magic attack instead of Illusion Magic, which means he likely already has Navigation live. We top deck a window we're not going to use. We played the Resonant Destruction, normal summon our Red Resonator. So that's perfect, guys. A 6 and a 2. This is the 3-hand combo. We're not going to see it because of this Dark Magician disrupting our play, of course. But that would be the wombo combo you'd want to see. So we normal or special summon our window. We would have special summoned our tuner had he not been able to banish us. We would have got a level 10 synchro off. But with him banishing our tuner, we go with the window. Window can kamikaze into the Magician's Rod. That brings out Apelio. Apelio can destroy the Magician of Dark Illusion. Yeah, weird ass name. So he Dark Magic attacks our back row with Resonant Destruction, swings into Red Warg, no problem. We get a Hatred Nade we don't need because we know that's a dead navigation. What is he going to be able to do? He really bricked himself with that dead navigation, and there was no delay. So here he gets a Magician's Rod into another navigation, still no way to search. He's really bricked himself. I just used the Hatred Nade just to be super safe, but we know it's a dead navigation, so it's really a pointless move. But we get to normal summon our Force Resonator. That's going to special summon a second Red Warg. That's a Red Dragon Archfiend, guys. So we have a Red Dragon. We have a Apelio who is super easy to get out thanks to Winda. Sorry I skipped the cutscene. Now we go King of the Archfiends, 3,800. Hit him for 2,200 there and 2,600 with the Apelio. Nothing he can do. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are versus an Akiza. We're going first. So some gentle first turn plays. Okay, our opponent is not what grows in the graveyard. He's Lunalights. So we go first, we set our Force Resonator, because, you know, these boys have plays on their own. Force Resonator is just accessory to plays, so we're gonna sacrifice him. And remember, Red Sprinter can bring him out of the graveyard, so it works out really well. Your opponent is special summoning butterflies, bringing out Saber Dancers, all that stuff. But we're just gonna bring it to him. He destroys our little Force Resonator. We're gonna use our Resonant Destruction, guys. So imagine, we normal summon this Red Resonator. That lets us special summon our Red Sprinter. We get to Synchro summon a Red Rising. That's one instance of destruction with with Resonant Destruction. So boom. But remember, we can't target this girl, so the second instance we gain here from the Red Dragon Archfiend is wasted because we can't target her, but you'll see the spell card still triggers. So if there was more on the field to target, we'd be targeting it twice with one spell card in one turn. With 2 Synchro plays, guys. Works out pretty well. It's just not super relevant and not really strong. It's just, you work so hard to get it consistent and then it just doesn't work hard enough. So anyway, we have King of the Archfiends. That gets us up to 3,800 over the Saber Dancer, old school style, just swinging over him nice and easy. So he has to come back with 3 cards, and he's trying, guys. He uses the White Rabbit to special summon the Emerald, and then he scoops once he realizes Emerald probably wasn't going to do anything. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are facing Joey Wheeler. Go in second. He's using that Sun and Moon Dragon sleeve and skin. It's a pretty cool combo. We have a Winda. Winda's probably your best first turn play. Of course, we're going second. We're still just going to do some Winda plays because we have no tuner. So we are fighting Lunalights, which means an attack position Winda was a pretty dangerous play because that leaves us open to some OTKs, and that's not good. But thankfully our opponent does not do such a thing. He does have a Crimson Fox, but he has no means as to get another monster on the field for Cat Dancer's effect to be lethal. So we're just going to take 2,500 life point damage. Not too bad. And guess what? We get an Apelio, all because of it. So our opponent has no back row, or he has 1 back row. We get our Force Resonator. That's going to trigger our Red Warg to bring himself out through a special summon. That's a Red Dragon Archfiend. We get our very own cutscene, guys. Very good stuff. It's pretty apocalyptic one. I don't know where he's coming from, but it doesn't look like Earth. So here he comes. King of the Archfiend for even more damage on this guy. 1,400's not bad. Tack on another 200, pretty good. So he's got a continuous plays, only 2 cards in his deck, sets a card, leaves his boy in attack position. Why is he doing this? He's doing this because he has a delay when we attack. He has a delay in the battle phase. So that is most likely a wall of D. I went and looked at his deck after. He has 2 walls of Ds. So I think he was trying to save the wall of D to be even fatter. But, you know, 1,600 would have been just, or no, it would have been enough. 1,600 would have been enough. So he should have done it to the Red Dragon Archfiend. But he chooses not to. Searching polys, getting emeralds out. He's going to poly those 2 into another Cat Dance. So that's just a big old misplay. I don't know what he was thinking there. Maybe to get the Emerald Birds effect. That way he can use his Cat Dance. But it's like, what are you going to attack? You can't attack anything. So, suspect play. Leaves his boy in attack position. Most likely waiting to use that wall of D. But we're just going to Hate True Nate it. So he gets no chance. And now it's lethal, guys. Great stuff. So, This deck gets the Synchros out. It gets you Red Dragon Archfiend. Is that good enough to get you a lot of wins? I don't know if it is. It's just Red Dragon Archfiend, but you get a cutscene. You do some cool stuff with some super rares. It's a fun little Synchro deck. Do you guys like Red Dragon Archfiend? Like, because this deck will do it. This will get it out there. And it summons that new Synchro. It's like ridiculous to get out. So it's pretty fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.